I sure as hell wasn't prepared to be rediscovered by Nancy Myers.
Diane Keaton is a name that has become synonymous with grace, individuality, and timeless talent in Hollywood. Born Diane Hall on January 5, 1946, in Los Angeles, California, she grew up in a middle-class family that encouraged creativity and independence. Her mother, Dorothy, was an amateur photographer and homemaker, while her father, John, worked as a real estate broker. Keaton's early exposure to the arts and her supportive upbringing helped shape her unique perspective on life and her approach to the world of cinema. From a young age, she displayed an interest in performance, and by her teenage years, she was involved in local theater productions. Her early experiences in acting classes and school plays not only honed her craft, but also taught her the value of self-expression and authenticity. Unlike many child actors who seek fame at a young age, Keaton approached her career with a sense of purpose, determined to pursue roles that resonated with her own personality rather than conforming to Hollywood norms. Her formal training began at Santa Ana College, where she studied acting and later continued her education at the Neighborhood Playhouse in New York City. The discipline and rigor of these institutions provided Keaton with the tools she needed to navigate a competitive industry. Early on, she discovered that her strength lay not only in comedic timing, but also in conveying vulnerability and depth, which would later become hallmarks of her performances. While many actors rely solely on conventional beauty standards to advance in Hollywood, Keaton's unconventional appearance and distinctive style set her apart. With her prominent nose, expressive eyes, and quirky charm, she challenged traditional notions of femininity and became an icon for individuality. This ability to embrace her uniqueness rather than hide it would become a defining feature of her career, allowing audiences to connect with her on a deeply personal level. Keaton's breakthrough came in the early 1970s with her role in Francis Ford Coppola's The Godfather, 1972. Playing Kay Adams, the intelligent and independent fiancée of Michael Corleone, she showcased a blend of strength and vulnerability that was rare for female characters at the time. The film's critical and commercial success launched Keaton into the spotlight, opening doors to a wide range of opportunities. She continued to work with high-profile directors and soon became known for her collaborations with Woody Allen. In 1977, her role in Annie Hall earned her an Academy Award for Best Actress. The film not only solidified her status as a leading actress, but also influenced fashion trends, as her eclectic wardrobe in the movie, including oversized blazers, vests, ties, and hats, became a cultural phenomenon. Audiences admired her ability to mix sophistication with playful eccentricity, demonstrating that fashion could be an extension of one's personality. Despite her professional success, Diane Keaton maintained a strong commitment to independence in her personal life. She has never married, a choice she has discussed openly in interviews, explaining that she valued freedom and self-discovery. Her focus on personal growth allowed her to explore diverse roles and challenges without being confined by societal expectations. Beyond the screen, Keaton has pursued photography, interior design, and writing, illustrating her multifaceted talent and creativity. Her memoirs, including Then Again, 2011, offer readers an intimate glimpse into her thoughts, experiences, and reflections on life, love, and career. These works reveal a woman who is thoughtful, introspective, and deeply committed to living authentically. They also highlight her belief that fulfillment does not solely come from external recognition, but from embracing one's passions and nurturing meaningful relationships. Motherhood became an important aspect of Keaton's life, particularly when she adopted her two children, Dexter and Duke, in the late 1990s and early 2000s. Though she maintained a highly successful career, she prioritized providing her children with a grounded and loving upbringing away from the constant scrutiny of Hollywood. Her approach to parenting emphasizes empathy, patience, and freedom, demonstrating that love and care can thrive even amid a demanding career. Keaton's ability to balance motherhood with professional accomplishments offers a compelling example of modern parenthood, especially for women in high-profile industries. She has often spoken about the joy and challenges of raising children, acknowledging that parenting requires selflessness, adaptability, and an unwavering commitment to nurturing their growth. By choosing adoption, she also exemplifies the value of creating a family through love rather than biological ties, underscoring her belief in the transformative power of care and commitment. In addition to her family and career, Diane Keaton has made a significant impact on the fashion world. Her signature style, characterized by tailored suits, oversized jackets, scarves, hats, and layered outfits, has inspired generations of women to embrace individuality and confidence in dressing. Unlike transient trends, Keaton's approach to fashion emphasizes personal expression and authenticity, encouraging people to cultivate a style that aligns with their personality rather than merely following popular norms. Designers and fashion enthusiasts often cite her influence when discussing the evolution of women's fashion in the late 20th century, recognizing her as a trailblazer who challenged traditional ideas of elegance and femininity. Her ability to blend practicality with creativity demonstrates that fashion can be both functional and artistic, making her style enduring and highly influential. Beyond fashion and acting, Keaton has also pursued philanthropic efforts, particularly in the areas of environmental conservation, animal welfare, and the arts. She has used her platform to raise awareness about important social issues, showing that celebrity influence can be leveraged to affect positive change. Her dedication to giving back reflects a broader philosophy of living with purpose and integrity, values that are consistently evident throughout her personal and professional life. By engaging in meaningful initiatives, she demonstrates that success is not solely measured by accolades or fame, but also by the contributions one makes to the well-being of others and society as a whole. Diane Keaton's legacy is defined not only by her achievements on screen, but also by her commitment to authenticity, independence, and love. Her career spans decades, with memorable performances in films such as The Godfather series, Annie Hall, Reds, Marvin's Room, and Something's Gotta Give. In every role, she brings a unique blend of humor, intelligence, and sensitivity, allowing audiences to experience characters who are nuanced and relatable. Off-screen, her dedication to family, creativity, and philanthropy continues to inspire. Diane Keaton remains a symbol of courage and self-expression, demonstrating that a fulfilling life is built on embracing one's individuality, nurturing meaningful relationships, and pursuing passions with sincerity. Her influence will continue to resonate with audiences for generations, reminding us all that true success lies in authenticity, love, and the courage to follow one's own path. After her early successes in The Godfather and Annie Hall, Diane Keaton continued to carve a unique path in Hollywood, refusing to be confined to stereotypical roles. During the late 1970s and 1980s, she demonstrated remarkable versatility, taking on roles that range from dramatic to comedic, and often portraying women who were intelligent, independent, and unconventional. In films such as Reds, 1981, where she portrayed writer and journalist Louise Bryant, Keaton displayed remarkable emotional depth, bringing historical figures to life with authenticity and nuance. Her performance earned her another Academy Award nomination, affirming her status as a serious, respected actress. Keaton consistently chose projects that resonated with her personally, often gravitating towards stories that explore complex human relationships, identity, and self-discovery. She was selective, refusing roles that seemed formulaic or superficial, which allowed her to maintain a level of artistic integrity that many of her contemporaries admired. Throughout her career, Keaton also became known for her comedic timing, particularly in romantic comedies like Something's Gotta Give, 2003, and The First Wives Club, 1996. These performances highlighted her ability to balance humor with emotional truth, creating characters who were relatable, charming, and multidimensional. Audiences appreciated her effortless blending of wit, vulnerability, and sophistication, which became a hallmark of her on-screen persona. Directors and co-stars frequently praised her professionalism and creativity, noting that her presence elevated every production. Keaton's career choices reflect a commitment to authenticity, both in her craft and in the characters she chooses to portray. She has been praised for taking risks in her roles, often playing characters that challenge societal norms or explore emotional complexity, a choice that has set her apart in an industry frequently driven by commercial considerations. Beyond her acting career, Diane Keaton has continually demonstrated an interest in photography, design, and writing. Her work as a photographer includes capturing personal moments, friends, and celebrities, revealing her keen eye for composition and emotion. Photography has been a medium through which Keaton expresses her creativity and preserves memories, reflecting a deeply personal side that audiences rarely see on screen. Similarly, her ventures into interior design, including her published books on the subject, show her appreciation for aesthetics, comfort, and personal style. These endeavors highlight her multifaceted talent, proving that her creativity is not confined to acting alone. In interviews, Keaton has often discussed how these projects allow her to explore different forms of self-expression, reinforcing her belief that pursuing passion in multiple areas enriches both life and work. Keaton's memoirs and autobiographical writings also provide invaluable insight into her experiences as a woman in Hollywood. Then again, 2011 offers an intimate exploration of her childhood, family relationships, career journey, and personal reflections. In these writings, Keaton does not shy away from discussing the challenges she faced, including the pressure to conform to societal expectations, navigating romantic relationships, and maintaining independence in a male-dominated industry. Her honesty and vulnerability in these memoirs resonate with readers, providing a sense of connection to a woman who has consistently prioritized authenticity over image. Keaton emphasizes the importance of self-acceptance, resilience, and embracing life's imperfections, lessons that have not only guided her career, but also influenced generations of fans and aspiring actors. Motherhood and family life have also been central to Diane Keaton's personal narrative. Despite her demanding career, she chose to adopt 2 children, Dexter and Duke, demonstrating that her values extended beyond professional success to creating a nurturing and loving family environment. Keaton has spoken openly about the joys and challenges of raising children while balancing a high-profile career, emphasizing patience, empathy, and the importance of maintaining a private, supportive home life. She has strived to provide her children with normalcy and freedom, shielding them from the intense media scrutiny that often accompanies Hollywood families. This approach reflects her broader philosophy of life, that happiness and fulfillment are found in meaningful relationships, personal growth, and love rather than external accolades or public validation. Her influence on fashion remains another defining aspect of her legacy. Known for her distinctive androgynous style, Keaton often pairs tailored suits with playful accessories such as hats, scarves, and layered shirts. Her fashion choices challenge traditional notions of femininity while emphasizing individuality, confidence, and personal expression. Designers and fashion historians frequently cite her as a pioneer who encouraged women to embrace clothing as a form of self-expression rather than simply following trends. Keaton's style has had lasting cultural impact, inspiring both fans and professional stylists to view fashion as an extension of personality and creativity. Beyond aesthetics, her style communicates a message of empowerment, demonstrating that women can be elegant, strong, and unconventional simultaneously. Keaton philanthropy and social engagement further reflect her multifaceted personality and commitment to using her platform responsibly. She has supported causes ranging from environmental conservation to animal welfare and arts education. Her public advocacy highlights her belief in leveraging fame for social good, and she consistently demonstrates that her influence extends far beyond the screen. By engaging in charitable work and supporting meaningful initiatives, Keaton sets an example of using celebrity for positive impact, reinforcing the idea that true legacy is measured not only by professional achievements, but also by contributions to the community and society. As Diane Keaton moved into the later stages of her career, she continued to challenge expectations and take on diverse roles that highlighted both her versatility and depth as an actress. In the 1990s and 2000s, Keaton appeared in films such as Father the Bride, 1991, and its sequel, Something's Gotta Give, 2003, which not only reaffirmed her talent, but also showcased her ability to balance humor, charm, and emotional nuance. These roles often depicted women navigating complex personal and family dynamics, and Keaton brought authenticity and relatability to every performance. Critics praised her capacity to embody characters who were simultaneously strong, vulnerable, witty, and deeply human. Beyond individual performances, these films helped reshape the industry's understanding of aging women in Hollywood, proving that actresses could continue to take leading roles and maintain influence well into their later careers. Keaton's continued success challenged industry norms, inspiring countless other women to pursue fulfilling careers without being limited by age or conventional beauty standards. Keaton's award-winning performances also reinforced her standing as one of Hollywood's most respected and influential actors. While she had already earned an Academy Award for Annie Hall, she went on to receive numerous nominations, Golden Globe Awards, and recognition from peers and critics alike. Her ability to seamlessly switch between comedy, drama, What makes her career particularly remarkable is that she maintained her authenticity despite the pressures of fame. Unlike many actors who alter themselves to fit industry expectations, Keaton has always been unapologetically herself, bringing her own quirks, style, and perspective to every role. This commitment to individuality not only contributed to her professional longevity, but also made her a role model for actors striving to pursue a career without compromising their values or personality. Beyond individual films, Keaton's collaborations with renowned directors have left an indelible mark on cinema. Her work with Woody Allen in Annie Hall, Manhattan, and other projects demonstrated an extraordinary synergy between actor and director. These films explored complex human emotions, relationships, and social commentary, and Keaton's performances became emblematic of a new type of female protagonist, intelligent, self-aware, and independent. Similarly, her work with Francis Ford Coppola, particularly in the Godfather trilogy, provided her with opportunities to portray layered, emotionally rich characters who have become iconic in cinematic history. These collaborations have had lasting influence, not only shaping the trajectory of her career, but also impacting the broader landscape of Hollywood storytelling. Audiences and filmmakers alike continue to study and celebrate these films for their depth, realism, and Keaton's ability to bring subtle yet profound emotional resonance to every scene. That Keaton's influence extends beyond her professional achievements. She has continually emphasized the importance of living authentically, embracing personal freedom, and pursuing one's passions without fear of judgment. Interviews, memoirs, and public appearances reveal her philosophy that life should be guided by self-discovery, creativity, and meaningful relationships rather than societal pressures. This philosophy is reflected in her personal choices, including her commitment to independence, her decision to adopt children, and her ventures into photography, design, and writing. Keaton exemplifies the idea that a fulfilling life combines professional success with personal growth, creative exploration, and a commitment to nurturing those we love. Her example has inspired countless individuals to pursue their own paths with courage, resilience, and authenticity. Family and motherhood remain central to Keaton's personal life and legacy. By adopting Dexter and Duke, she demonstrated that love, care, and guidance can be as meaningful as biological connections. She prioritized creating a nurturing, balanced environment, allowing her children to grow with a sense of freedom and individuality. Keaton's parenting style, emphasizing empathy, patience, and consistency, stands out in an industry often criticized for placing fame above family. Her dedication to raising her children outside the media spotlight underscores her belief that genuine relationships and emotional well-being are more important than public recognition. By giving her children stability, love, and space to grow, Keaton has left an enduring example of the power of intentional, compassionate parenting. In addition to her family life, Keaton's fashion influence continues to be celebrated globally. Her signature style, mixing tailored suits, vests, wide-brim hats, scarves, and casual layering, has influenced generations of women. This approach to fashion challenges traditional gender norms and encourages self-expression, confidence, and creativity. Keaton's style demonstrates that elegance is not limited to following trends. Rather, it is about authenticity and personal identity. Through her unique fashion choices, she has inspired fans, stylists, and designers to explore individuality, blending functionality with artistic expression. Her enduring influence in this area highlights her broader cultural impact, showing that personal style can be both empowering and inspirational. Philanthropy and social engagement also form a crucial part of Keaton's legacy. She has supported initiatives related to the arts, education, environmental conservation, and animal welfare, reflecting a broader commitment to using her influence for positive impact. Through charitable work, public advocacy, and raising awareness of important issues, Keaton demonstrates that celebrity can be a vehicle for meaningful change. Her actions show that true legacy involves not only professional achievements, but also contributions that improve the lives of others and enrich society. By integrating creativity, compassion, and advocacy into her life, she exemplifies how public figures can inspire and lead beyond the screen. Diane Keaton's life has always been a delicate balance between professional achievement and personal fulfillment, and she has often reflected on the lessons learned from decades in Hollywood and beyond. One of the most prominent themes in her reflections is the value of independence. From a young age, Keaton recognized the importance of creating a life guided by her own choices rather than societal expectations or external pressures. She frequently spoke about how early experiences shaped her desire for autonomy, from growing up in a small, modest family environment to navigating the highly competitive entertainment industry. Independence, for Keaton, was not merely about financial or professional freedom. It was about emotional self-sufficiency, the ability to make decisions, and maintaining personal integrity regardless of the consequences. This philosophy carried through her career choices, relationships, and daily life. She openly rejected the idea that happiness or fulfillment could only be found through traditional markers, such as marriage or fame, instead embracing the notion that love, creativity, and self-expression are equally vital components of a meaningful life. Love, in Keaton's reflections, is complex, layered, and deeply personal. Through her memoirs, interviews, and the stories she shared about her relationships, she conveyed that love is not always simple or conventional. The public may have admired her as an independent, successful actress, but those closest to her knew that her heart experienced both profound joy and sorrow. Keaton often discussed how her romantic relationships, particularly the high-profile ones in Hollywood, taught her about patience, self-respect, and the courage to walk away when a situation no longer served her well-being. While the media frequently sensationalized her life, she maintained a private understanding of love as a personal journey rather than a public spectacle. Her experiences, including moments of heartbreak and unfulfilled longing, informed her philosophy that true love requires authenticity and cannot be forced or controlled. Keaton's approach demonstrates that emotional honesty and self-awareness are essential in forming meaningful connections, and that learning to love oneself is just as critical as loving others. Motherhood, adoption, and family life provided another lens through which Keaton reflected on life's deeper meaning. By adopting Dexter and Duke, she embraced the idea that family is not defined solely by biology but by love, care, and shared experiences. In interviews and writings, she emphasized that raising children required patience, attention, and a willingness to prioritize their needs over her own, even as a busy professional. Keaton often described the joy of small daily rituals, morning breakfasts, bedtime stories, or casual conversations that nurtured emotional bonds and provided a sense of stability. Her reflections reveal a woman who deeply valued presence over performance, choosing to invest in authentic relationships rather than external validation. She consistently stressed that parenting was one of the most fulfilling roles in her life, teaching lessons of kindness, resilience, and empathy to her children through both words and actions. Keaton also frequently reflected on the nature of happiness and fulfillment. Unlike many Hollywood icons whose lives are often dictated by public expectation, she pursued simplicity and personal satisfaction. She found joy in the arts, in quiet moments at home, in walks through Los Angeles neighborhoods, and in the ritual of daily life. Photography, interior design, and writing were not simply hobbies. They were avenues through which she could express her inner thoughts, explore creativity, and cultivate a sense of balance. Her reflections consistently underscore the idea that a meaningful life is measured not by public accolades, but by the richness of personal experiences, the depth of emotional connections, and the courage to live authentically. These beliefs have shaped the way she interacted with family, friends, and colleagues, and they offer a model for those seeking to navigate life with honesty, purpose, and grace. Keaton's reflections on independence, love, and fulfillment also intersect with her perspective on aging and legacy. She has often spoken candidly about the challenges and rewards of growing older, emphasizing the importance of self-acceptance, adaptability, and gratitude. Aging for Keaton is not a limitation but an opportunity to focus on what truly matters: relationships, creativity, and the ability to find beauty and joy in the ordinary. In her later years, she reflected on the lessons of patience, resilience, and the necessity of letting go, whether it is letting go of past regrets, failed relationships, or the pressure to conform. This philosophy is evident in the way she approached her final projects, personal relationships, and parenting, demonstrating a life guided by intention rather than obligation. Through these reflections, Keaton provided a rare and valuable insight into the life of a woman who achieved professional acclaim without sacrificing her personal values, serving as an enduring inspiration for anyone seeking to lead a balanced, meaningful, and authentic life. Diane Keaton's impact on Hollywood extends far beyond her award-winning performances. She has fundamentally shaped how the film industry and audiences perceive women, creativity, and individuality. From her early days working with directors like Woody Allen and Francis Ford Coppola to her later career in comedy, drama, and romance, Keaton has consistently demonstrated a commitment to authenticity and artistic integrity. Her unique ability to bring depth, wit, and subtle vulnerability to her characters set a new standard for female roles in cinema. Women in Hollywood, particularly those navigating careers in a male-dominated industry, have cited Keaton as an inspiration for her refusal to conform to traditional stereotypes or expectations. She proved that a woman could be quirky, intellectual, independent, and powerful on screen without compromising her personality or style. This influence has been felt not only in the roles written for women, but also in the broader cultural understanding of what it means to be a successful, multifaceted female artist. By embodying characters who are intelligent, humorous, emotionally complex, and unapologetically themselves, Keaton challenged the film industry to create stories that reflect the depth of human experience rather than simplistic tropes or narrow ideals. In addition to shaping cinematic roles, Keaton's influence extends to mentoring and inspiring younger actors. Throughout her career, she has often offered guidance to emerging talent, sharing her experiences and encouraging authenticity, patience, and dedication. Many actors, especially women, have noted that her example, balancing personal integrity with professional excellence, has been invaluable in navigating the pressures and challenges of the entertainment industry. Keaton's mentorship is not always formal. It is woven into the way she approaches her work and relationships. By modeling professionalism, creativity, and kindness, she creates a ripple effect, inspiring colleagues and future generations to embrace individuality and pursue meaningful work rather than simply chasing fame or accolades. Her willingness to mentor quietly, lead by example, and share insights earned over decades demonstrates the depth of her character and the lasting impact she has had on the culture. Hollywood. Keaton's influence is also evident in her role as a cultural icon. Beyond film, she has become a symbol of self-expression, authenticity, and courage. Her signature fashion, tailored suits, wide-brimmed hats, scarves, and eclectic layering, has inspired generations of women to embrace personal style that reflects individuality rather than trends. In interviews and public appearances, Keaton consistently emphasizes the importance of self-confidence, creativity, and the courage to pursue one's passions without fear of judgment. This approach to life, style, and career has earned her admiration far beyond the film industry, making her a cultural touchstone for those seeking to live authentically and express themselves freely. Her influence is particularly strong among women navigating the pressures of aging, societal expectations, and professional limitations. By living boldly, creatively, and independently, Keaton has provided a blueprint for how to thrive in both personal and professional life, inspiring countless individuals to embrace who they are and pursue their dreams without compromise. Philanthropy and social engagement further reinforce DIANE Keaton's legacy. Throughout her life, she has actively supported causes related to the arts, education, environmental conservation, and animal welfare. Her efforts demonstrate that her influence is not limited to the screen. She has used her public presence to create positive change and encourage meaningful contributions to society. Whether supporting emerging filmmakers, promoting art programs, or engaging in charitable work, Keaton exemplifies the idea that cultural impact includes both professional accomplishments and the ability to improve the world around you. Her work shows that legacy is built not just by accolades or recognition, but also through the care, guidance, and inspiration one offers to others. By integrating artistry, empathy, and advocacy into her life, Keaton has cemented a reputation as a figure who embodies both creative brilliance and moral responsibility. Finally, DIANE Keaton's influence is inseparable from her approach to storytelling, both on and off the screen. She has consistently championed narratives that highlight complex, authentic human experiences, particularly the experiences of women. Through her films, photography, writing, and public discourse, she has encouraged audiences to explore emotions, relationships, and life choices with honesty and depth. Her influence is a reminder that art and culture are enriched when creators are free to explore. As a mentor, performer, cultural icon, and advocate, DIANE Keaton has left an indelible mark on Hollywood and society. Her legacy reflects a lifetime dedicated not only to excellence in craft, but also to integrity, compassion, and the courage to live authentically. In doing so, she has inspired generations to believe that it is possible to balance creativity, love, independence, and humanity, an enduring testament to profound and lasting influence of one of Hollywood's most remarkable women. DIANE Keaton's personal life, particularly her role as a mother, offers a deeply intimate perspective on her character and values, revealing a woman who prioritized love, care, and family above fame or public recognition. While Hollywood often highlights celebrity glamour and romantic relationships, Keaton's private life was defined by her commitment to her children, Dexter and Duke. Her decision to adopt, first Dexter in 1996 and then Duke in 2001, was both courageous and unconventional, reflecting her belief that family is shaped by love rather than biology. From the moment she brought her children home, Keaton dedicated herself to creating an environment that combined security, freedom, and emotional warmth. She emphasized the importance of nurturing each child's individuality, ensuring they were given the opportunity to explore their interests, make choices, and grow without undue pressure from the world outside. Keaton's parenting style was characterized by attentiveness and presence. She was always mindful of the small daily rituals that build trust and emotional connection, from making breakfast and helping with homework to simply being available for conversation or comfort. These actions, though seemingly ordinary, underscored her deep understanding of what children need most: consistency, unconditional love, and the freedom to develop their own identities. Keaton's approach to motherhood also reflected lessons she had learned from her own life. Having experienced the pressures of fame, scrutiny, and the challenges of early career struggles, she was determined to shield her children from the intense spotlight that had followed her. While her professional life often drew public attention, Keaton carefully separated her private and public worlds. Dexter and Duke were allowed to experience a childhood rooted in normalcy, play, and discovery, free from the intrusion of paparazzi or media commentary. Keaton's dedication to privacy was a conscious choice, demonstrating that love and family thrive in spaces where attention and care are focused inward rather than outward. Her children grew up witnessing firsthand the values of empathy, patience, and respect, learning from her example that meaningful connections and happiness are cultivated through deliberate attention and sincerity rather than public recognition. The impact of Keaton's decisions on Dexter and Duke extends beyond childhood into the lessons and emotional tools they carry into adulthood. Dexter, for instance, has reflected in interviews and personal accounts on the ways her mother's quiet guidance shaped her sense of identity, resilience, and understanding of relationships. Keaton taught by example that love is both a choice and a commitment, one that requires patience, respect, and sometimes sacrifice. Through small gestures, the consistent morning routines, the thoughtful advice, the quiet presence during difficult times, Keaton imparted values that went far beyond what words alone could convey. Duke, too, benefited from the steady, nurturing environment. Growing up in a household where emotional expression was encouraged and kindness, responsibility, and empathy were central. The children's memories of their mother are filled not just with glimpses of Hollywood glamour, but with the intimate, enduring moments that define a loving family life. Shared meals, laughter over stories, quiet evenings filled with music, and the reassurance of a hand held in times of fear or uncertainty. Keaton's dedication to family also illuminates her understanding of love as a multifaceted and deeply personal experience. While her public image often focused on independence and professional achievement, her private life revealed a woman capable of profound attachment, sacrifice, and tenderness. By choosing to adopt, she demonstrated that love is not bound by tradition, genetics, or societal expectation. She created a family structure that prioritized emotional well-being, teaching her children to value relationships, trust, and self-respect. Even as her career flourished, Keaton's decisions reflected a clear hierarchy of priorities.